Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Olympia Soiree. And I will be honest, I have no idea what the fuck was happening. I don't know where we were because I took a day off. I was like, well, I was exhausted. I spent a lot of the day cleaning, and I was like, it's fine. I don't, we can miss a day. And then the next day, I thought I was gonna die because of my allergies. So like, I wasn't going to record when I literally couldn't breathe, and like I couldn't stop sneezing. My nose wouldn't stop pouring snot. It was an unpleasant experience. So it's been like 3 days, and I don't remember. So anyway, yeah, so that's that. So I'm just going to continue. You know better where we are, and you'll remember, so it's fine. I'll catch up eventually. So, what was it you wanted to talk about?
I'm contemplating a test for elder sister.
Huh?
Despite our securing of Masahano and Asua, things aren't over yet, especially with you in her way. But on this island, women lack power, and they're simply used and abused with no gain.
I really think it was her husband. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the game made it like, actually, no, she's evil. Oh, damn it! Just because you want to have faith in her right now, you know what I mean? But I'm leaning more toward her husband is the one that murdered everyone in the purple. It just looks sus as fuck that he's the first one there, and he's like, I'm already lighting shit on fire. Everyone's, are you sure? Are you sure? Or his sister got Haku that you gave her because of whatever and then you just lit the whole district on fire and were like, they all had Haku. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just shady that he showed up first. You know what I mean? And maybe should have poisoned him. I think she did. I believe she poisoned her husband, but did she poison everyone in the purple district? I don't know. You know? Sakyo's shady as fuck, so I can see like where that would also come into play. Like, oh, well, she's in love with him. He's shady, so, she's doing his bit. So I could see it if they went that way. But I'm leaning more toward my conspiracy theory is that her husband actually did it, not her. But it does make sense that it would be. You know what I mean? So I mean, either way, I would believe it when it comes out like, it was this. Yep, makes sense. It was this. Also makes sense. So, her words came back to mind. Was thinking about this a betrayal of Yasuga? What do you mean by testing her?
I'll contact her through Sakyo.
I see.
I doubt she'd see me even if I did visit the Blue District.
I gazed at Yasuga. My precious person. My feelings toward him strengthened each time I looked at him. Why don't I go see her then?
I cannot hear what you're saying.
I'll say it once more. I'll go! I will go. Say it slow and louder.
I'll not forgive you if you do.
I can go to the Blue District without suspicion, and I can speak with Elder Sister, too.
I still can't hear you.
You don't really want us to use Sakyo, do you? I'll go and see Elder Sister and tell her that you found a beautiful handkerchief back when Haku struck the purple. If she had nothing to do with it, then the story will end there. But if she was involved, she might kill me. Well, she won't.
Do you think the fox's tongue will slip so easily?
She absolutely does look like a fox. Like I've said it before. I'm sure it was Sakyo who sent the military after Masuhana. Luck was the only thing that kept things from going wrong. He tried to hurt my friend. There's no way I can let that go.
My exact sentiments.
But I hesitated for a moment. I didn't want to imply that Yasuga was wrong.
What is it? You seem to want to tell me something.
I want to know who Elder Sister really is.
Who she is?
She's currently building a school for girls in the Blue District. Yomogi was supposed to attend that school, and she cried knowing that she wouldn't be able to fulfill her promise to Elder Sister. And yesterday, when I gave her that message from Yomogi, she seemed to be genuinely sad about it. Of course, I know it has nothing to do with your older sister. You could just be like, she's either a really good actress or like, maybe this isn't the entire truth. You know what I mean?
I see.
Elder sister probably doesn't like me, but I still can't decide if I'm supposed to hate her yet.
I thought I said you need not do anything.
I knew that. It was his kindness that told me that. He told me himself that he would take on all the dirty work without hesitation. There's no meaning in just being protected. Yusuga, you told me yourself that I'll probably be the leader of the White one day. If I do become leader, then I need to take action to protect my people. Someone who would gladly hide in the shadows while someone else protects them isn't worthy of becoming a leader, right? Go, girl. High five.
You're unbelievable.
Don't worry. I don't plan on being cruel and vicious like Doma. You know my thoughts on that. I want to become a kind and gentle leader like Lord Jigen.
Now's not the time to discuss such things. We can talk more about your future later.
I'm grateful that you're concerned about me. I'm not skilled with weapons or at devising schemes to achieve the outcome I'm looking for. But these dangers have fallen on me, too. It would be lazy of me to have you just take care of it all. Telling me not to do anything is like telling me to be the exact way I was before. A silent porcelain doll. I used to gaze outside from the balcony each day. But now I was carrying myself around the island on my own 2 feet, walking in the direction of my love. I'm not saying that I want to take Elder Sister's side. It'd be very easy for her to deceive me. But in the same way that you want to uncover the truth, so do I. There aren't any clear details about what happened to the purple. I don't think your sister would have written such an ominous message on a whim, so there must be more to it than we might think. Which is why we should find out the truth together. He sighed as if to hide his irritation.
I will say it again, and as many times as I can, until you give up. I want to protect you. You are important to me.
He said it clearly and with an earnest look in his eyes, and a heat instantly rose in my body.
No.
Things were supposed to be tense, but the air around us felt bittersweet. Well, I want to protect you, too. I want to protect you because you're important to me. Is that such a wrong thing to say? If you're going to dirty your hands, let me dirty mine, too. Don't say such stupid things. I want you to know I'm prepared to do it. Please let me protect what's precious to me, too. He looked up in sheer exasperation. I couldn't believe how beautiful he was in doing so. He tripped and fell. He looked beautiful doing it. He's stabbing Sakyo. He looks beautiful doing it. I just feel like everything he does is beautiful. This is funny. Fair, but you know. He isn't saying a word. I feel like I said something really embarrassing, but it's what I sincerely feel right now. Are you still gonna deny my feelings? My embarrassment disappeared like a mist, leaving behind an ache that gripped my heart.
I have a favor to ask.
If you're gonna tell me to give up, I refuse.
I want you to rescind that heartless order forbidding me from untying your ribbon.
Ribbon?
If you do not wish to withdraw in the next 10 seconds, I'll have to undress you without your consent.
Wow. So we were just like, I'm gonna defend you too, damn it. And he's like, no, I'm gonna have my way with you. Well, I mean, is that all we had to say? To get you to take this ribbon off? Damn.
I'd prefer that we do it consensually. I want to take all of you right here and now.
Well, hi. Okay. I felt like something red just popped in front of my eyes. I think I'm gonna pass out.
1,
Yasuga?
2,
3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna pretend to count it that fast. Wait, you're counting too fast!
7.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
If I'm not mistaken, weren't we just talking about what we should do about those 2?
What does that have to do with my ribbon?
8.
Answer me!
I can't hold myself back any longer. You do so many things to play with my heart. I must make you mine right now. If I lose you to another man, I cannot.
Did I do something? Yeah, you turned him on. That's what you did. You flipped a switch, girl. Was he referring to what I said earlier?
9.
Wait, can't you at least give me until you count to 100?
I cannot wait that long. 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. How about that? Let's go.
Huh? But 10. Oh, do we get a CG now? Oh, yes, we do. Hi. Okay, good. Like, come on. You can't have him throw me down on a bed and not give me a CG of this shit. Oh, hi. Is he gonna freak out when our hair turns purple? It's about time we got kissed by this damn man, Jesus. The moment he finished counting, I felt something both hot and cold seal my lips. Suga. He unraveled my ribbon and ran his slender fingers down my shoulder.
If you don't want this, you can kill me.
Of course we want this, god damn it.
I certainly wouldn't mind being killed by you.
You know, I feel like Yosuga's all of us sometimes. Like, when you have that love interest who's a little dangerous and threatens to kill you, and you're like, I wouldn't mind being killed by you. This is literally everything that goes through our head in those moments. So, like, Yosuga, I get it. I would never do that. He knew I wouldn't. He continued to tease me by running his fingers over my skin.
Then, tonight is the night that I'll take you.
No! He caressed my lip with the tip of his tongue as he pulled up my skirt. My hips rose shamelessly at the sensation of his fingers reaching the inside of my thighs.
Now, show me what makes you a woman.
Oh, show me what. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Show me what makes you a woman of the white.
Yasuga. Jesus. What are you saying? It'd literally be me if someone was saying sexy shit like this. You'd be like, what are you doing? What? I can't. My heavy breathing was only making me feel more embarrassed. I tried to control myself, but each time his fingers moved, an indescribable voice escaped me.
See, if you don't kill me soon, I will go much, much deeper than this.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fall over. Alright, hold on, I gotta brace myself. I don't think I can handle this. I'm gonna fall off my ball. Stop! I didn't want him to stop. But I was afraid that if he did any more than this, I'd lose myself completely.
Tell me, how do you want to be touched?
Every fucking which way to Sunday by you, goddammit. Stop it. Yo, Suga. Woo! Our hair's turning purple, cool. He continued his sweet kisses while his strong, gentle fingers tormented my body, making the inside of my head go white and numb. That's okay, because your hair's going purple. Everyone else, it was like very, like, gently whatever color. This is like, fucking, it's actually a little more pink than purple. I mean, because of the way they highlighted it, but it's like, it is like vibrant. Please, I can't.
What did you say? You want me to do something else to you? If so, tell me, what do you want me to do to you? Which part of you wants my lips?
Dear God, this man's gonna kill me. I can't breathe. I'm gonna die. Could you imagine this with the voice acting on? Holy fucking shit. Christ's sakes. With each whisper, his hot breath tickled me.
Your lips, ears, neck, back, thighs, fingers, hands, or someplace else.
Jesus fucking Christ, stop it. I can't. This was so frustrating. I was trembling and writhing, unable to control myself, while Yosuga was whispering calmly without a worry at all.
If you won't answer, perhaps I can taste each part one by one.
Dear fucking God! Stop it! I can't! He brought my waist toward him when suddenly... Oh, he's gonna notice the hair. What? The heat that had engulfed my entire body quickly dissipated. Man, all it takes is our hair changing color for these bitches to freak the fuck out, and you're like, excuse me, what? You kept saying stop. Yeah, but I didn't mean it.
Your hair.
My hair? What about... I looked over at a nearby mirror. My hair? The color... I quickly combed my fingers through my hair, rubbing the strands to see what happened. I checked from different angles, thinking maybe the light was playing tricks on me, but it was definitely a faint purple color. No, it's pretty fucking vibrant. Now it's faint, but wait a minute. Could this be... That's right. Let me tell you something special. We girls on Tenyo Island have a wonderful secret. When you and your soulmate find each other and fall in love, you will... Is this what my mother was trying to tell me? I stared at my figure in the mirror. Light purple hair fell across my face and shoulders.
That color is purple.
You're like, I mean, yeah. He's like,
Is that purple?
question mark. It looks like it, but it's really light though.
Is that my color?
I'd never seen him so stunned before. The calm he showed earlier was completely gone now. Is he like, are you absorbing my life force? See, that's what I would expect one of them to freak out about. Like, are you like a vampire? You're sucking the color out of me? Like, instead they're all like, ah! And they freak out and run, and you're like, okay, just simmer down. I guess it's no use trying to hide it any longer. I faced him and looked him straight in the eye. Yusuga, I'm going to tell you something.
About the Tenyo Island women taking on the color of her mate.
Oh, you knew before I did.
I have heard of it.
Would have been funnier when he's making out with her, like, let's see if I can turn you purple. And she'd be like, what? No, look, here you go. Yet he's still shocked about it. It's funny. I see.
No, I was skeptical until I saw it tonight.
Me too. I only heard about it from my mother. So it is him. He's my soulmate. I'm pretty sure if you went and made out with Tokasada right now, it would turn like green. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, girl, I'm pretty sure it just turns whatever fucking color. You were literally just a sex mood ring. So, like, just stay in his room and don't walk out into the man harem because they're going to be like, oh, you're making out with Yuzuka, weren't you? What? How do you know? Because my hair is purple. It's dangerous. That's why Spacey's hair doesn't change color when she makes out with the boys in the man harem, because then everybody would know, and it'd be like hard. It's a little bit easier when you've got a lot of men in the man harem, because they're like, are you blonde now? So which one of the blondes was it? You know what I mean? So, like, it'd be just a little bit easier for me, but still, I'm just saying. He's my soulmate. Embarrassment, joy, and relief came over me at once. I just wanted to hold him in my arms and cry, and then she like lunges on him and he's like, what are you doing? I'm so glad I found you. Found me? What? Huh? You didn't hear the part about the soulmates?
Soulmate? What do you mean? Was there more to the story than I was told? All I knew was that a physical exchange transfers color traits to your people.
It can't be. But he was dead serious. He didn't know the most important part of that story.
Why are you quiet now?
This is embarrassing. I don't think I can explain it to him.
Tell me.
I felt a bit of resentment toward Lady Amaterasu in that moment. What you heard isn't exactly wrong, but my mother explained it to me a little differently. She said we women had a special secret. When we find our soulmate and fall in love, we will take on our love's color and strength.
What?
What? I can't what like Yusuga. I can't. That's why I said what I did earlier. That I was happy to have been able to find my soulmate. No, she's all happy and he's like, okay, well, about that. And it's like, you were just gonna bone her. You can't just do that. You're my soulmate. Now he feels guilty. Uh-huh. Really? Are you blushing? That's so cute. And sweating a little, but you know. Yusuga held his breath and was still. I can see you. I'm not like a velociraptor or some kind of, like, was it T-Rex? They can't see if you don't move. Like, whatever. I'm not a dinosaur. I can see you when you're not moving. What is it? Does the story make you feel uncomfortable? Yusuga gazed at me for a bit, then ran his fingers over the ribbon that was still untied. He ties it back. Yusuga? Oh. Huh? 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 He really did actually tie the ribbon back! I was joking! Rude! Oh! Oh, cock blocked. By the cock. What the fuck? That's a first. Probably not, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. You know what? I'm just too stunned to be able to think straight, Yasuga. He brought my blouse together, retying the ribbon, then put my jacket and cap back on me.
I'll go and visit Lord Doma tomorrow.
Huh?
Good night.
With that, he pushed my back toward the door. Yasuga, what's going on here? What are you doing?
Things have changed. I'll send a messenger to Lord Doma to announce my visit.
Things have changed? Don't worry about Doma. Listen to me.
And make sure you have one of my staff escort you back as well.
You know what? Just for that, I'm not going to have one of your staff escort me back, and then I'm going to get kidnapped. Well, there you go. Maybe you shouldn't have shoved me out. I'm sure it seems so bad, but, you know, it's probably like, wait, I'm your soulmate. Things have changed. I got to, like, go ask your father properly for your hand in marriage. At first, it was just a ruse, and then I was like, but, like, I'm kind of into you, but, like, we can fool around. And now that we're, like, actually, you think I'm your soulmate, I got to do this the right way. Like, but... bitch, you were gonna fuck her before you knew that she was really into you? Yasuga, that's a little shady. Like, what the fuck? I still love you, don't get me wrong, but the fuck? What? He actually locked the door? Yasuga, open the door now! No reply. Open it! Where did this Doma thing come from? Yasuga, please, open the door. You have to tell me what's going on. The door remains shut in silence. He's just sitting there with his back to the door like, unbelievable. After what he did, he just threw me outside? I know, right? That's the worst part. You get me all hot and bothered and just kick me out into the cold? The fuck I'm in it? What the fuck? Yasuga? This time I gently knocked on the door, but the door still remained shut and silent. I'm gonna leave, you hear? I really am. Are you sure you want me to leave? I have to cough. Like a dry spot in my throat, sorry. I glared at the door and hastily took my leave.
When she finds her soulmate, and they both fall in love. I've never heard that before. Then that means I really am her soulmate. But she's completely forgotten about the seashell.
No, we haven't. Sorry. Damn dry spot in my throat. No, we haven't. We haven't, sweetie. No, we didn't. Ooh, complications. Oh, no. What? What complications? I don't like it. Complications with the plan? With marrying us? Doma's like, whatever, I could care less. I want to see Yasuga and Doma in the same room. Oh, God, I don't think I can handle it. Let's get a Kaza in here, too. A new day. Yesterday, my ribbon was abruptly untied, then I was shoved out of the room without ceremony. Now the very person responsible was on his way here. Was it because my hair color changed? We're still in the middle of figuring out our plans, too. What in the world is he thinking?
Lady Olympia.
Oh, she's supposed to be old, right? Yes?
Lord Yasuga of the Purple has arrived.
Oh my god, we are gonna get Yasuga and fucking Doma in the same room. Oh god, this is amazing! I'm sorry, I just love looking at Doma, okay? I can't help it. I'm Doma's bitch, alright? I can't. The man is Look at him! Look at him! God, he's fine as fuck. I mean, Yasuga's fine as fuck too, but like, Jesus. It's because I can't have him. The game's like, here he is, you can't have him. Probably because he's her dad. Not my dad, her dad. Which makes it really unfortunate for me. Listen, I'm gonna be her stepmom. Because I'm gonna hit that shit. Like, a sex scene with Doma would be so fucking awkward. I just can't imagine that. Wait. Yes, I can. I don't want to read it, though. I just feel like it's awkward to read any of the sexy scenes, but, like, with Doma, I just feel like it would be even more like, oh my god. Oh my god, stop. You're imagining it now, aren't you? It's glorious and, like, terrifying at the same time. Yep, Yasuga really is here. I wasn't accustomed to seeing Yosuga in the daylight. And in front of him was Doma. She's like, this is the sexiest thing I've ever seen. I apologized for the delay. Doma directed me with his eyes to stand next to Yosuga. This felt no different from being at Ishanaten. It has been some time, Yosuga of the Purple.
Indeed it has, Grandmaster Doma.
How is life in Yomi?
It's been quite pleasant.
I assume you know about this girl attending a hearing at Ishanaten.
I had intended on accompanying her, but she requested my absence.
So, what brings you here? Something of urgency that requires a messenger be sent?
Yes.
Though they were smiling, I could tell neither of them would let their guards down. Of course, I don't think Doma ever lets his guard down. His guard is like always like on fucking high alert. He's on like red alert all the time. Battle stations on the Doma prize. You know? I could only listen on in silence.
I formally request your permission to marry her.
Yosuga! My loud voice echoed across the quiet room. You're like, is that why you wouldn't have sex with me last night? And Doma's like, the fuck? Stop it!
I'm unable to bear being apart from my love any longer, so I've crawled out of the depths of Yomi to be with her. I'm prohibited from the act of mating to atone from the sins committed by my people. And nevertheless, I find myself unwilling to give up.
And Doma's over here like, looks at us. Didn't we fucking do this at Ishanaten, like basically saying you were okay to get married? Like, did you not fucking tell him that? She's like, I did. Did he fucking forget? Clearly, head injury. And what do you know of her?
I knew she caused your hand to be mutilated.
What? Yosuga, how? We didn't tell him, Doma, I swear. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait.
Fellow women of Tenyo Island, you have some kind of power, don't you?
Did we tell him? I don't think we did. So Yosuga did know all along. And Doma's like, fucking rude.
As someone who carries the weight of past sins, I believe it makes her more fitting to be my wife.
We're like, Doma's like, does everybody know about my hand? I'm trying to hide it. I was so confused that I couldn't say a word. And yet, Yosuga still stood tall in front of Doma. I'm going to assume Tsukiyomi told him. He showed no trace of fear whatsoever, but then you're like, why, Tsukiyomi? He's also immortal. I feel like Tsukiyomi is the games master of whatever the fuck matrix we live in. He's literally the dude who lives in the moon and the Truman Show is like, dance puppets! Would not be fucking shocked. He's crazy. I love him, but he's crazy. Whether you inhabit Yomi or some delirious reality is of no concern to me. But the white blood must be preserved. Yosuga, as a man of the purple, you have been made aware.
And that one of our men met a grisly end at the hands of a woman he attempted to violate. I've been told, of course.
But this! Excuse me, wait. Boop. I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna hit pause by bapping you in the fucking nose. Hard, because you deserve it. Did it hurt? Yeah, it should. Excuse me, let's just back the fuck up. When you were on the island, you were like, I'm supposed to kill you because one of your women killed a man of the purple and like, bitch. Did you not just right here say that he tried to violate her? So she was justified in killing him? You go fuck yourself right now. I love you, Yosuga. And I'm pretty sure it was really just you trying to con me into killing you. Because you just apparently have a death wish. So, but like, how dare you? Moving on, I still love you. But, Jesus! The fuck? See? I think it makes me angry, like, deep down inside. Not at Yosuga, but just at this island and the sexism in this island. Like, so this woman of the white killed this guy because he was trying to rape her, and, like, we now hate the women of the white and we have to kill them. They're evil, horrible women. They're so sexy that I couldn't keep my dick in my pants, and then she killed him, and now we're Whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that you couldn't keep your dick in your pants? It's yours, by the way. It's yours. You're responsible for your own fucking penis, not me. Keep it in your fucking pants, okay? Like, women don't see, like, a sexy man and whip their vaginas out and throw it all out. Like, nah, we know how to control ourselves. So, what? Stop acting like a goddamn animal that belongs in the fucking zoo. Stop it. Makes me so mad. So mad. Damn it, game! But, you know, then you can't be mad when you're looking at Doma and Yosuga right now. It's like, I want to be so mad, but, like, look at Doma. He's so pretty. Doma, come over here and pet me to make me feel better. It's okay. You wish that this girl consume your soul and end your life in the same miserable fashion? Doma, stop!
We'll escape that fate.
He spoke boldly with an unshaken faith. I like how Doma's just throwing it out there, like, she's gonna do the same to you. No, she won't. I know. Like, Doma is, in a way, not the game master, but a master of the game. Okay, Tsukuyomi's the game master in this fucking Wonderland circus that we got going on here, okay? But Doma is very good at what he does. Because, like, oh, he's such a jerk. No, but, like, listen. He knows what a woman on Tenyo Island did. He knows what happens when, obviously, because what we did to him, they're threatened, right? And then he has always been kind of cold and douchey to us, to just push us to make our own decisions and develop our own personality instead of just whatever the fuck he says, you know? And even this, you know, he doesn't believe deep down that, like, oh, she's this horrible monster, and if you touch her, she's gonna turn you to stone. It's more like, yeah, I'm gonna say that because it's almost like a trial, like a test. And then if a guy walks up, I want to marry her, you know that she's gonna turn you into fucking crystal if you try to touch her, right? You heard that story? Yeah, that's true. And then they're like, oh, no, oh, shit. And then they'd go scampering away. You know what I mean? Like, oh, by the way, you want to marry the beautiful princess? You know she turns into a fire-breathing dragon at night? Like, she's probably going to eat you. And someone who's actually, like, not scared, I'm like, psh, that's fine. I got a fire extinguisher. I'll put it out. It's okay. Whatevs. You know? That's, and then the Dome over here is like, good boy, worthy of my daughter. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. This is like a test. He just lit a fucking hoop on fire and was like, are you gonna jump through this? And they're like, fuck yeah! And he's like, alright, cool. Like, he's a master of the game. He knows how to play this game and, like, say this shit and, like, throw these tests up because a true person that loves us isn't gonna be afraid. Some random old asshole off the street is gonna be, like, Nagusa comes in here and he says that to Nagusa, Nagusa's fucking out. He's gonna slither the fuck away, okay? But Yosuga's like, fuck no, I'm okay. He's like, after what we almost did last night, I'm sure we're fine. Shh, don't tell Doma, but you know. Anyway, that alone made me want to cry. I know, right?
I believe her when she says she'll not kill me.
And there is a foolish law allowing her the right to choose a man of any color class. And why must you come to request my consent?
She's been able to survive to adulthood due to the generosity of your care and protection.
And Doma's like, yeah, probably because I'm the sperm donor. Just saying.
At the very least, you're more human to me than Tsukuyomi.
Also not untrue. Being raised at that man's side has taught you to speak in such gratifying manners. To think that 15 years ago you were a child of such miserable hopelessness that you couldn't even bear to look me in the eye.
Yet I survived, in that world without sunlight.
Yes, you survived. Doma took a step forward. Are they gonna kiss now? 'Cause I need that CG. Oh. Doma, and he's like, tell me you're on our side, Doma. No, okay, whoops. I hit the button. Do you take me for some kind of fool? I know that you're plotting something against that man from the Violet. Should you survive your trifling quarrel, come show your brazen face to me once more. He's like, I know you're plotting shit. High five you later. I love Doma so much. I love Doma because everything he says sounds so evil and awful, but it's like so wholesome underneath. That's a gift. Doma, you're a gift. You certainly have a gift for saying shit that comes across douchey, but like if you're like, yeah, but if you like kind of like just dust off the crap, it's like, oh, it's sparkly and beautiful. Like, you're just seeing the crap he shoveled on top. He just threw dirt on top of a sentence, and you just think it's a gross sentence, but it's not. It's pretty underneath. I mean, you know, deep down the sentiment, anyway.
Well, and that was rather scary.
All you need to do is hug Doma. He just needs a hug. You're the only one I know that's been able to stand up to Doma like that. I'm impressed.
After so long, I wish to pay my respects to him as a man instead of the wretched child I was before. I'm glad we both were able to survive until now.
Yes, I suppose.
I know she caused your hand to be mutilated.
I just imagine Doma has like this gorgeous crystal hand. It's not mutilated, it's this gorgeous, showy crystal hand. It would just be amazing. Was Tsukiyomi the one who told you about Doma's hand?
He was terribly worried about you.
Were you scared when you heard it?
After all that, I'm a man of the purple, you know.
That's right. You did see more than your share of awful things by then.
I have a rough idea of what happened. All you did was try to protect yourself.
Sometimes I wonder if there's a way to replace my hand with Doma's.
You're human, so you can't simply change parts like Amelia can.
I know.
But I think it's lovely of you to consider that. I formally request your permission to marry her.
You know, in these flashbacks, you could at least show Doma. Hey! Ahem! What's your fucking problem? Shush! Wasn't all this happening out of order? Unless what happened yesterday was his way of proposing to me.
Let us visit the Blue District. Although I doubt she'll show her face while I'm around. I will keep watch of you from the shadows. How about that?
What happened just now? I'm glad we're in agreement. I want to know what happened just now, but I'm sure it's the, yeah. Okay, never mind. This is right. Yasuga, isn't there anything else you want to say?
I do have things to say. Plenty, in fact. But not now.
Huh?
I'll tell you when I feel like it.
What a bitch. I love him. The tone of his voice was making it hard to tell if he was serious or trying to avoid the subject. Is that how these things work?
First, we'll need to corner those two.
You're right. With that, we made our way to the Blue District.
Well, I'll be hiding nearby.
But be careful. You'd probably be fine no matter what. You just heard thunk, 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 thunk as he goes running away. It's pitter-patter of his feet. He stands behind a tree. I can see you. As planned, I'd first draw out Elder Sister. Calm down and stay focused. I need to observe her every move. As I looked around nervously, I saw Elder Sister approaching as gracefully as usual. Fortunately, she had no maids accompanying her.
Welcome to the Blue, Olympia.
Good day.
So, what brings you here today? Do you wish to discuss your husband-to-be?
Well,
is there something that's bothering you?
There is one very big thing bothering me.
That sounds terrible.
I feel like her balls, like on her headpiece, like the top ones that are like they look like they're glowing. Like she got some glow in the she got some glow orbs in those. Like, okay. You know, like everybody, you know, glow sticks and glow necklaces and glow bracelets and shit. Does anybody else remember the glow balls? They were like plastic balls, but they were like clearish white. And they like had like little holes in them, but it wasn't like, you know, like at set intervals. It was just like random, right? But they were like, and they were like plasticky. And I don't know, maybe, I don't remember, but I swear you were supposed to do this, but maybe my family was crazy and we just did this. But you cut like a little slit in them, right? So you could like kind of pop open the ball, because they were hollow, obviously. And then you'd take like the little glow sticks, like not a giant one, but like a smaller one, like tiny little glow sticks. that would be like think about the thickness of like a glow bracelet. Like that, but they were small. They were probably only like 2 inches, right? And you'd snap them, you do your glow stick thing, you throw them in the ball, and then the ball would glow. Like, and these are things that live rent free in my mind. Like, because glow sticks exist, but I always think, like, I wish I still had my glow ball. Like, I still wish we had the ball. We probably got rid of it ages ago, but like, I still can picture it in my head and be like, and I'm like, I want my fucking glow ball back. Like, I want this freaking, like, plastic, because, like, you could kind of squish it. Like, it wasn't, like, super, like, hard, but it wasn't, like, soft where you could flatten it. Like, if you stepped on it, it would probably break. But it was, like, moderately flexible, I guess. But, like, I just don't remember. I feel like you were supposed to, like, why there wasn't already a hole in it. But if you cut the little slit in it and then you kind of squeeze the ball so it would pop open, the hole, and then you put the glow sticks in, and then it would, like, kind of, not seal itself, but the where you cut it would, like, line up, so, like, the thing wouldn't fall out. And then, like, when your glow stick died, you just kind of, like, squeeze it again to, like, open the little hole, and then, like, shake it to get out. I'm like, I don't know why, like, but that's what I feel like. She got glow balls on her head, like, and that's just what it reminded me of. And now I'm sad because I want that goddamn glow ball back. These are things that you had as a kid, and you're like, I wish I still had that. Like, the glamour doll boat. I'm sure I have in a bin of, like, all my old toys, like Barbies and ponies and shit. I'm sure I have glamour dolls. Maybe. I don't know. But, like, there was a cruise ship. Like, it was, like, the size of a fucking TV. Like, I swear to God, it was huge. I mean, okay, it wasn't, like, but, like, it was, like, the size of a Barbie house, but, like, on its side. Maybe. A little bit smaller. But, like, it was huge. And I had cruise ship, and you had the dining table, like, the coolest fucking shit! Why do we not have the fucking... I mean, we used to play with it outside and, like, in the pool. Put it on the side of the pool and stuff, so it was probably, like, rank and, like, mildewy and shit like that. But, like, fuck, man! Some cool shit. I swear to God, if you look up Glamour Doll cruise ship, there's probably pictures of it. And, like, what the hell? Like, but the shit that you just think of, and you're like, man, we had cool shit back in the day. Like... My sister always had the best Barbie clothes, too. Like, her Barbie clothes from... I think she might have had some of my mom's stuff from the 60s, but her stuff was, like, from the 70s and shit. So she had, like, cool fucking Barbie clothes. I loved her Barbie clothes. I always wanted to play with it, but she wouldn't let me. She was mean. I wanted her Barbie clothes. They were awesome. Because, like, my Barbie clothes were, like, shit from the 80s. So, like, everyone was like, giant pull-these sleeves! And it, like, gross. There were a couple dresses that I kept that from the 80s that were cool. But, like, most of the, like, I'm like, no, I don't like this stuff from the 80s. I don't like clothes from the 80s. They're terrifying. Some neon colors and some things are okay. But, like, you know. Like scrunchies. Everybody loves scrunchies. I hate scrunchies. I saw someone talking about scrunchies. This is just a random tangent. Like, I saw people talking about scrunchies the other day, and I was like, I hate them. I still hate scrunchies. I hated scrunchies when they were, like, new, and they came out, like, in the freaking 90s, and I was like, look at this cool, like, scrunchie thing, and I'm like, no, I hate them. And then, like, my sister made them, and, like, we'd always get scrunchies, and be like, a scrunchie's for it, and I'm like, no, I hate scrunchies. I hated scrunchies. I hated them when they were new and trendy. And it was like, they're so freaking trendy and cool, like, back in the 90s when they were, like, all over the place. It was like this cool new thing, and like I hated them, and so I hate them now. It's one of those, like, sometimes trends come back and you're like, yes, like giant bell bottoms. Like, obviously that was from the 60s, but they came back in the 90s, and then, like, now they're, and you're like, yeah, I can do this. I'm okay with this. I am not okay with scrunchies. Fuck that shit. I don't know why I hate them so much, but I do. Right? Yeah. You don't like them either. Well, you can't wear them anyway. They're bigger than you. If I put a scrunchie on you, you'd fall the fuck over. Although I kind of want to put a scrunchie on you now. Just to see you, like, in a little bird tato with a scrunchie on. You just roll all over the floor. Besides, don't scream at me. I was trying to be nice to you before, and you got vicious and nasty. Actually, he was really nice this morning. He got up on my hand a couple of times. No biting, nothing. And then now that he's in his spot, he's like, fucking touch me and die. Seriously. He attacked my blanket. Like, I don't know. He changes moods more than people change underwear, so. Anyway, I wanted to believe in her. Yasuga told me about an old story. About the day he lost his family to Haku. Ah, I see. It was an incredibly tragic event. See, she's kind of like Fox-like here, especially when she does her shock face. Shock Pika Fox face. Nothing about her seems unusual. It seems that he snuck back to his house after the cleansing so he could see his family. He said that he found a beautiful handkerchief there. Her expression changed. So elder sister is involved after all. Is she, though? Maybe she knows that her husband was. I realized with a panic that I didn't know how to follow what I said with anything else. I didn't expect her to look so flustered by that revelation. Elder sister, Suddenly, someone grabbed my shoulder from behind. Before I had a chance to see who it was...
Lady Shura.
Ayame. Oh, that's his sister, right? Does he look so much like his sister? How old was his sister? That's what I'm wondering. Was his sister old enough where she could have gotten married and maybe she was like fucking sure his husband? You know what I mean? Like that, but then it's like, but he was like 5. Was his sister really like 15 years older than him? I mean, maybe, but... Ayame! We both froze, hearing elder sister's shrill voice. Wait, that means...
I'm not Ayame. I'm her younger brother, Yosuga.
That's true. Maybe she hasn't seen Yosuga since he was 5.
Do I look that much like my sister?
Yes, very much so. There was an unusual atmosphere between Yosuga and elder sister. Yeah, he's like, I forgot what I was going to say. You think I look like my sister? I don't remember her. It was 15 years ago. Yosuga was glaring at elder sister, while she seemed desperate to avoid his gaze. I was in the middle, unable to take a side.
Lady Shura, I must ask you something.
Yosuga opened the canister on his waist.
Was it you who laid this handkerchief over my sister's dead body?
Maybe. Well, you know what? She might have. Maybe she did because she felt guilty that her husband killed this girl because she cared about her. Because, like, she seems to care about the girls that work for her. And Ayame kind of did, or was, like, training with her, right? So, like, maybe she was like, he killed her! Ah, and I felt so bad that I put the handkerchief over her face. You know what I mean? Like, because she felt guilty. And then she killed her husband? That would be actually kind of... I like that. I think we should go with that. Let's hope that's the case. Anyway. Her expression said it all. Yosuga grabbed elder sister's shoulders and pulled her face close to his.
Lady Shura, so you were the one who killed my sister.
Killed? Huh?
Yes. My sister left a message to me stating that she was killed by the blue.
Elder sister... The look in her eyes was very similar to the one she showed when we were discussing Yomogi. But this time there was also a deep sense of grief and regret.
I see. So Ayame left such a message. It is true that I killed her.
What? I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm also kind of like, this is not where I wanted it to go, so I am surprised. Elder sister!
What does it matter now? Do you plan on bringing me to justice with that alone? Lady Shura,
how dare you? How dare you? Can't exactly do the Lupin-y voice. Angry. Unable to control his emotions any longer, Yosuga grabbed elder sister's shoulders again with both hands. Yosuga, calm down!
How dare you kill my sister?
You! What are you doing there? We're just having a friendly chat. Arrest him, that scoundrel!
It is all right.
With her usual ease, she smiled at the guards gathering around us.
We simply had to walk down memory lane. There's no need to arrest this man.
But
I shall return to my manor.
And with that, elder sister walked away without looking back. His fists were clenched with fury and disappointment. I wanted to say something to him, but I couldn't think of any words that would help.
Sister...
Yosuga... Let's go back to Yomi for now. Staying here any longer is only going to make matters worse.
You're right.
After disembarking the fiacre, we began walking back toward Kunado, when suddenly Yosuga stopped in his tracks.
Is there something you need?
Standing in front of him was Sakio. You touched my woman. I witnessed your exchange back at the Blue District. I was there on a house call. Yeah. You were making a house call. Well, you weren't to Shura, because then you would have left her behind, but I'm just saying, yeah, house call. Wink, wink.
call? You mean to further conspire with that fox?
I finally understand why Yomi's Jigoku Dayu sees me as his enemy. I know you'll not believe me, but I trust you. Deep down, we share certain similarities.
Are you my daddy?
If possible, I'd like to keep you as an ally, but it seems you despise both me and elder sister. Yeah, and you two are fucking each other, so it doesn't, help matters. We don't know that, but... We know that, but they don't know that, you know what I'm saying? You may have tried to hide it behind a smile, but your desire to get to the bottom of me has not gone unnoticed. I feel like his voice is different every time, but, does it matter? Now, I did not believe I'd done anything to earn your hatred, and I did not realize you felt it to this extent.
I tend to keep such things private.
A while back I heard something interesting. That you had begun to dote on Olympia of the White. You understand more than most how unwise it is to grow attached to things. After all, who knows what would become of that weakness?
You touch her and I will fucking end you.
Yeah, we should be over there you touch me and I'll fucking end you. To Sakio, seriously, I'll end you if you touch me. I don't have to worry about it. Hence, I let fate decide what you would. I let fate decide what you would do, sorry. All I want is her white blood, so it'll be convenient for me no matter the outcome. Consider that woman from the Versi my warning to you. Any further mischief from you will lead to misfortune. I feel like we need to go to Doma and be he was threatening us and he's trying to hurt other people, Doma. I know you think that Doma's not going to help you, but he'll be don't worry about it. He'll be why the fuck do I care? And then all of a sudden Sakio's floating face down in a river somewhere and you're huh, weird. Too bad Doma didn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, Doma's over there washing the blood off his hands. What? I did this one-handed! I only have one good hand and I murdered that. What the... don't get credit for anything. What I love Doma. Anyway. Any further mischief from you will lead to misfortune. I'll lead to your misfortune! Zip zip! Anyway. You can still turn back now. Just pretend you know nothing and live a happy life with her. What do you want from all of this? You said you're white blood. Come on. I wish to find a cure for Haku. And you want Yosuga dead? And that is yet to be decided. However, should he dare attempt any action detrimental to my work, I will be forced to be rid of him for good. Are we on a public street? Does nobody else hear this shit? Where the fuck are the island people? It's nobody's ever around when we need them to be, right? I understand he's taken custody of that shoe-shine boy in the bathhouse. It seems he's using Yomi itself as his hostage. What, you? I'm glad you and Yosuga are kind people. Neither of you will falter at threats or pain, but both sway easily when others are targeted. Neither you nor Yosuga are fools. You know what path you should take. Kill you?
I was gonna say kill him. Yeah, I agree.
No, wait, yeah. That's right. Allow me to say this. I did not order Nagusa to act as he did. Nagusa's color class is indeed valuable to me. He is of the same tier as Yosuga and I are. But from my point of view, Nagusa is still a child. Yosuga frowned with irritation. What was this man trying to imply? Nagusa knows nothing of despair. Despair? The world was unpleasant on its own, but hearing it from him made it sound even worse. Are you threatening Nagusa? Because, we don't really like him. I think he's beautiful, but he's also kind of a dick. So, she definitely doesn't like him, so, I mean, me, as someone who thinks he's beautiful, is there's no reason to get him involved. I feel like if we got him out of being friends with Kanan and trusting you, he might be okay. He's redeemable. He's redeemable, for now. Okay? She doesn't like him, though, so, if you're threatening him, she's not gonna be she's gonna be hey, I mean, whatever. No, whatever you do, just don't go after Kanan. God, no, you killed Kanan? Oh, damn, I am so upset. Was that good acting? Did I fake? Does it sound real? Legit? Anyway. The word was unpleasant on its own, but hearing it from him made it sound even worse. I read that. He's been gifted looks and brains, and is no doubt next in line to become leader of the Jade. He has been gifted looks, that's for sure. As far as I know, he's gotten everything he's ever wanted, except for me. Ha ha! And he's never lost anything. I made a point of trusting only those who have tasted despair. That's an awful thing to say. And that's why I trust both you and Yosuga. You lost your homeland and your loved ones and suffer the whispers and gossip of others to this day. And that's enough. I think he's like, I trust you. And we're like, but we don't trust you. I feel like we're missing something here. Yosuga, hand over the handkerchief and message.
You think I've not taken any measures to protect such important things? And that paper had something much more important written on it.
Huh? I don't recall seeing anything special.
I suggest you bring that fox to me if you wish to read it. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Yosuga took hold of my hand and we walked away. Lies! Liza Minnelli, you're lying! It's beautiful, I love it.
Now then, what shall we do? If possible, I'd ask that you stay by my side.
You mean stay at your bathhouse? I think that should be fine.
I'll take care of this as soon as possible.
Just as we were about to continue on our way, a certain old lady came walking toward us. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Yosuga, just 1 second, granny bitch face.
What? I thought I asked you to stay near me. To the fucking Christ, do you not listen? No wonder why Doma's so pissed.
Just kidding. I ran toward the old lady. Good day. Old lady row. Thank you very much for helping us escape yesterday.
I didn't do it to help you two. I just can't stand those military idiots. You think men of Yomi are no-good rotten scoundrels? The military's even worse.
Still, you saved us. Oh, right, I forgot she actually did something nice, but...
Yosuga, your rivals managed to make Yomi an even more miserable place than before.
But you are someone I trust and respect. You protected the women here before I arrived.
But notice... Okay, wait. But a man needed to step in and protect the women, because I mean, that makes me a little bit mad. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, because women, nobody took them seriously. They were like, excuse me, you can't just manhandle us. Ha ha ha, silly woman. So when a man came in, you can't manhandle them. Oh, well, I mean, I guess if a man said it, then I guess, okay. Sucks sometimes. You're like, this is... infuriating, but like, you can't be mad at Yosuga for the douchebaggery that is every other man on this island. Majority of them, except for like Akadza doesn't count. A handful of them are precious snowflakes. They're precious little beans, okay? But a majority of the people on this island suck. Anyway.
Big talk from the little brat that used to cry at the canal.
I guess she's embarrassed? Perhaps noticing my curiosity, Yosuga cut him with a wry smile.
We owe her a debt of gratitude for saving Asua's life. Asua's father lives on the surface. I cannot prove this myself. However, a newborn infant was abandoned in front of the orphanage. With the infant was a short letter. It said that the infant's father was from a primary color class. Of course, it could simply be a lie. We've no evidence to the contrary. But Yomi women coerced into mating with men from the surface often bear children with undesirable traits, who were later abandoned.
I mean, that's the thing. You think that's sad, like, oh my god, but they're coerced into mating. It's not like, oh, I was in love with someone and then like, oh, if you're like Masahana, who's quote-unquote undesirable, she has undesirable color traits, and then somebody frickin' molests her to get their perfect, precious blue baby, and it doesn't come out that way, like, she's gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll take it. That's good. You know what I mean? Like, I can't blame them for doing that. Like, it definitely takes a strong person to go through an assault like that and not look at their child with resentment and anger and, like, thinking about, like, it's fine. Like, I can't blame someone for being like, I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want to have a child. This was forced upon me. And I can't look, like, yes, it's sad for poor Asua, right? But at the same time, it's like, I'd rather him be in an orphanage than being abused by a mother who resents him for existing. You know what I mean? Like, that's sad. Like, sad either way for the poor kid, but it's probably better the way he is now. You know what I mean? You're better off this way, kid. Like, you're better off with a loving family, but, like, that isn't gonna happen in this world, so.
As you've noticed, Asua was born with a mix of various color traits. It may have frightened his mother, who later abandoned him.
I would think the mother would be more annoyed with the being assaulted, but
His color traits are unusual, even by Yomi's standard, so the people suggested he be killed.
what? He's only got a few colors. That's what everybody down here looks like. What the fuck?
It was then that she intervened.
I'm guessing maybe it's because, like, Masuhana's, like, gray hair with a little bit of blue, and it's like, she's not blue enough for the blue, right? And then here's Asua, who's like, but then again, but isn't that what the Versi and the Otsu people are or whatever? They're, like, mixed. Like, I've got green hair and purple eyes or something. So, like, why is he a freak, but they're not? I don't understand. None of this makes... You know what? Trying to make sense of this weird-ass world. It'd be easier if someone like Masuhana had a sprite. Some of the Otsu people had sprites so that you could see, okay, this is the standard of what it looked like, instead of it trying to explain, like, well, like, these people have multiple colors, and then these people are multiple colors, but they're less than these multiple colors? Wait, what? And then he's got lots of colors, which is just worse than... Because the Otsu people and the Ko people, or whatever the... verse, I don't remember who's who, but whatever, all those words, right? One has like 3 color traits, the other one was 4, and then the people down here are just undesirable. But how does 4 color traits not the same as Asua? Like, show me, like, the sprites would help. I'm a visual person. Like, I need to, like, you can't just explain it to me. Like, that's great, but I need to see an example here. Like, show me what's fucking different. Because not fucking getting through my brain clearly. So, anyway. I don't think they really thought through. No! Fuck off! I'm not taking an update. No! Damn it.
She suggested that he could at least be a corpse bearer. And despite the disdain she expressed to me each time we met, the granny was my strongest ally in establishing Yomi's consent system. Old habit. Perhaps Kuroba still calls her the same. I smiled, imagining them talking to her so endearingly. We've known her since we were around Asua's age, and she's scolded us countless times. I still do not dare to defy her to this day.
I just learned something new about him. That was how they lived down here. I now had another reason to like Yomi. Alright, perfect time to end it. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here, and we will continue and see if Foxface shows up. It's funny. Oh, hi! We're going to leave on Camellia. Anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.